Welcome to Brain Vision.
In this question, we have an evaporator as shown in the figure. A geothermal source provides hot water to this evaporator at a temperature of 145 degrees centigrade and the pressure is 500 kilopascal. The mass flow rate of the hot water is 10 kilogram per second. Now, this flash evaporator separates vapor and liquid at a pressure of 200 kilopascal. We are required to calculate three fluxes of exergy, that means at 1, 2 and 3, and finally we need to calculate irreversibility rate. So let's see how to solve this question. Now refer the steam table and let's write the properties corresponding to ambient conditions. So we have H naught is equals to 104.87 kilojoule per kilogram. S naught is equals to 0.3673 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Now, the properties of liquid water at a temperature of 145 degrees centigrade and at a pressure of 500 kilopascal can be written as H1 is equals to 610.7 kilojoule per kilogram. S1 is equals to 1.7902 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. And now let's write the properties of vapor and liquid corresponding to pressure 200 kilopascal from the steam table. So we can write H2 is equals to 2706.63 kilojoule per kilogram. S2 is equals to 7.1271 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin, and H3 is equals to 504.68 kilojoule per kilogram and S3 is equals to 1.530 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Now let's apply the formula to calculate dryness fraction. So we can write H1 is equals to x H2 plus 1 minus x into H3. So from here dryness fraction x will be equals to H1 minus H3 upon H2 minus H3. Now substitute all the values, so we can write H1, that means 610.7 minus H3, that means 504.68 divided by H2, that means 2706.63 minus H3, that means 504.68. So when we further calculate, we get dryness fraction x is equals to 0.04815. Now let's apply the formula to calculate mass flow rate for the second state. So we can write m2 dot is equals to x into m1 dot. Now substitute all the values, so we will have m2 dot is equals to 0.04815 multiplied by m1, that means 10. So this will be equals to 0.4815 kilogram per second. And now let's apply the formula to calculate m3 dot, and this will be equals to 1 minus x into m1 dot. Now substitute all the values, so we will have m3 dot is equals to 1 minus 0.04815 into m1 dot, that means 10. So when we further calculate, we get 9.5185 kilogram per second. And now let's apply the formula to calculate rate of entropy generation. So we can write S dot generation is equals to m2 dot into S2 plus m3 dot into S3 minus m1 dot into S1. Now substitute all the values, so we will have 0. 4815 into 7.1271 plus 9.5185 multiplied by 1.53 minus 10 into 1.7902. So when we further calculate, we get 0.093 kilowatt per Kelvin. Now we know that flow exergy psi is given by H minus T naught S minus H naught minus T naught S naught, and this will be equals to H minus H naught minus T naught into S minus S naught. Now for the flow exergy for state 1, we can write psi 1 is equals to H1 minus H naught minus T naught into S1 minus S naught. Now substitute all the values, so we will have 610.7 minus 104.87 minus 298.15 into 1.7902 minus 0.3673. So this will be equals to 81.59 kilojoule per kilogram. Similarly, Chi2 will be equals to H2 minus H naught minus T naught into S2 minus S naught, and this will be equals to 2706.63 minus 104.87 minus 298.15 multiplied by 7.1271 minus 0.3673. This will be equals to 586.33 kilojoule per kilogram, and similarly psi 3 will be equals to H3 minus H naught minus T naught into S3 minus S naught. Now substitute all the values, so we will have 504.68 minus 104.87 minus 298.15 multiplied by 1.53 minus 0.3673. This will be equals to 53.15 kilojoule per kilogram. Now let's calculate m1 dot into psi 1. So this will be equals to 10 into 81.59. So this will be equals to 815.92 kilowatt. Similarly, m2 dot into psi 2, and this will be equals to 0.4815 multiplied by 586.33. So this will be equals to 282.3 kilowatt. Similarly, m3 dot into psi 3 will be equals to 9.5185 multiplied by psi 3, that means 53.15. So this will be equals to 505.9 kilowatt. So these are the final answers for the three fluxes of exergy. Now let's apply the expression to calculate irreversibility I, and this will be equals to m1 dot psi 1 minus m2 dot psi 2 minus m3 dot psi 3. Now substitute all the values, so we will have 815.92 minus 282.3 minus 505.9. So when we further calculate, we get 27.7 kilowatt. So this is the final answer for this problem. I hope you understood the solution. Thank you.